And welcome to Peacekeepers, world number 2. Already, we start off with a dragon.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Reminder, the interview at the beginning of the game did say that Nasty found a way to turn gems into warriors, which is why enemies give off gems when killed. Nasty's spell worked. Also, these spear guys are the first enemies that will actively hit you. As will these cannoneers, but the cannoneers are easier to dodge. Over here, this also introduces us to a mechanic that we can kind of lightly use. We can actually use these cannons. It's better used in a later world, but yeah. Anyway, light it. Set off a cannon. Interrupt their game of catch. Flame one of these guys. Flame one of these. I think they're jackalopes for the thing. Flame this, and it won't go into the cannon, and instead smack the guy. Over here, we have the portal to Dry Canyon. Flame that guy, and the rest of these guys will hide. Yes, he is mooning us. Ironically, the back of the box always says that. If you turn your back, they will moon back. They will moon you. But sometimes they'll moon you automatically. Right dab in the middle of the world is Cliftown. You don't get anything special for basically getting them while they're mooning you, so yeah. Anyway, Balloonist is a little bit of a more linear area over here. And this guy, for Gosnold, Magic Crafter's world is far away and very dangerous. Maybe you find 1,200 stolen treasure, I'll show it to you. You can still choose to go back to older worlds if you want. But yeah, this is the first, 1,200 treasure for this. And reminder, right now we have 700. And that's from completing all the artisan worlds and starting to go through here. Anyway, dragon up here.
Hi, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
And enter down this hole. For the third stage, Ice Cavern. But we are still not done with here. We still have this little alcove to explore and explore. Anyway, point your cannon in the direction of, not that. Not sure why it went for the further thing. So I can break that on my own, but press jump there, game. Anyway, over here is the boss level, Dr. Shimp. Which actually is a common insult that Insomniac likes to use. It's basically you got the dud. You got their duds, but you got the Shemp, like from The Simpsons, but it's used in a comical fashion. For an insult, like, oh hey, oh hey, you failed. Anyway, blast this stalagmite with the target on it and blow it up. But yeah, see what I mean? Dr. Shemp's portal is right out in the open. There's nothing hiding it from it. Like, I could start this world. Anyway, looking over here, and you see another portal to Night Flight. Huh. I didn't see any levels in Artisans that had flight in the title, but maybe it's just like with the boss level. It had a weird mechanic. It had a weird mechanic that was unused. And they didn't want to basically have one in there because they locked the boss fight. So, yeah. Anyway, Egg Thief over here. Very easy. You can even if you want a damage boost, you can easily glide across the water, grab the key, and free the last dragon.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
The other dragons here sound like Clancy Brown. Anyway, 3 gems over here. Climb up on this and glide over to here for the alcove with the lock chest. But first, these. You can charge into these, but it's much harder for but it's much easier to flame. That should be all 200. Yep, there we go. And for record, that leaves us with 900 gems. We need 300 to get to the next world. And that's getting all the gems in the level. Should be. The requirements aren't that strict, though. Hold on. Just finishing off my water. Anyway, we are now going to be heading on to Dry Canyon. People now want to be messaging me. There we go. But anyway, Dry Canyon. We can flame these cactus, but they'll just shake it off, which is a totally normal thing for cactuses to do. These shielded enemies are a little bit more harder to get on for the flames. So here's where you want to start charging these. They'll use their blunderbusses to blast at you. You jump or roll out of the way, or deal with them very quickly. Anyway, you saw that this guy, we already have an Egg Thief. You can eventually just charge over to grab him, but I like getting close as I can before flaming, just because. Smack you.
Thank you for releasing me.
I did say that starting here, you'd be hearing that a lot more. Anyway, over here holds a double path, but we're going to do this first. Yeah, poor vultures. Poor vultures. Anyway, climb up here. Actually, no. No, that's fine. We'll hit this dragon.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
He's not kidding. This level does reward good gliders. Glide over to here to find an area with an enemy in one of these. And then you just come straight to a dead end. However, yeah, but you can go early 3D platformers camera, guys. You can use this to glide over here, but but you can easily reach the ending by gliding over to here to find another dragon and the key.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head.
Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
Grab the key. Now you can do a glide over to the thing, but we didn't. But that's all what we needed on the lower path, because there is this area to go. Come over here to find another passageway. And find another man with the bird. Trying to dodge that, but yeah, I'll stop being fancy. Yeah, you have to be very quick in order to hit them. Get rid of those guys, and we come across another dragon. Last dragon for the world, by the way.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
Ha ha ha, old people forget. No, I'm kidding. I forget some stuff too sometimes. Collect these gems. And over there is the locked chest. Locked behind another very annoying jump. But I did the one in Town Square without trouble. So let's see if I can do that. This is the last case of gem holders fireworks box. Charging will automatically blow it up. And being in the range of them blowing up will hurt you. So don't do that. Actually, nah. We'll get that in a minute. Being in range when they blow up will damage you. And nice. Yeah, just press X and you'll skip them. It's weird that it's weird that the fans when explode won't hurt you, but the fireworks will. Anyway, glide over to this little alcove to get 3 gems and another life. Charge these 3 gems. And we're back on the main path. Deal with this guy. One of the very few enemies that drop a 25 gem. By the way, very few enemies will drop a 25. Anyway. Smack this guy. And we're now out of Sparkless, so yeah. And there's 25. And that is this world 100% complete. We'll probably call this stream. We'll probably call an end of the stream when we're done with Peacekeepers. Might as well just get a good start of finishing 2 worlds, you know? Should get fodder to get sparks back to full. Anyway, head on over to Clifftown next. Yeah, like I said, we'll finish off Trapeze Keepers and we'll call it a stream. Pretty good start for session 1. Getting to, yeah. Granted, I did spend 2 hours doing Blue Archive because, oh hey. And I realized it was gonna be that long. But no. Anyway. Yeah, those Poncho guys are shielded. Anyway, Clifftown has 400 gems and 3 dragons. It's one of the more annoying levels to 100%, but it's because of certain things. These big mamas will always slap the Poncho guys over, and they're too big. Make sure you flame their cauldrons to get gems. Because all big mama all of the all the cauldrons of the big mamas, I call them big mamas. That's probably not their name, but I call them big mamas. Do that. But yeah, this area has a lot of highs. Deal with these 2. And you have another gem thief, egg thief. Most levels will now have an egg thief now. We're actually almost halfway through all the eggs too. 1 more egg and we have half the eggs. Yeah, there are 12 eggs in the game.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
I mean, these guys aren't really that annoying, to be fair. Like, they really aren't. Anyway, move over here. To begin the upward segment of the stage, which is just the remaining 3rd level. Well, not the remainder. You'll see what I mean. Light over here, inflame this big mama. And yeah, the only enemies here in Clifftown are Poncho dudes and big mamas. Both of which require basically both methods of attack. Flame the big mamas and charge the Poncho dudes. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, 2 more big mamas. They don't hit you. They just slap you away. They don't hurt you. which is really funny. Anyway, up there is the end of the level, which we'll go to in a minute. No, a few moments.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
And just like he says, we do need to glide over to this other area because you see the twinkly first gems, which I think is a very good thing that they added. Like, they load in the twinkles before they load in the gems, so you can see that there are gems here. Anyway, this is the only other level that has the barrier set up. So the vultures will swoop at you, even though we're not dead. Actually, that one was me not paying attention. Oh right, it's because of how wild that one had, just the wide range that one has. Anyway, those are actual real roadrunners that are fodder for this level. Burn you. Payback on you. Get these two. We'll be back there in a minute. Because we have this last dragon.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown.
Not
You
really.
can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
Not really. This is not the highest point of Clifftown. Because if you look over at where the end portal is, that's higher than here. Anyway, upon talking to that dragon, this whirlwind will appear. We are going to need it. First off, for kind of a tedious glide, because, yeah. Go around here to collect a few gems, including a 25. And grab those. Back to the whirlwind to get the rest of the gems in this area. Starting off with these two, this set of here. You can jump right into a whirlwind and it will catch you. Glide to the lower platform because you won't make the higher one. And collect the remaining gems on this side. Over here, there's no point for this because you can't reach this jump. You can make this. Oh, cool, I did it. Set those off. And we didn't hear it go off, but it hit that giant chest that we saw up here. Go up this whirlwind because we'll get that on the way back. Glide over to here for these two. Ah, already got him. Cool. We'll do the walk up here. We'll just do the walk up here just because. And like I said, we didn't hear it go off, but that rocket always goes for the metal chest that's over at this turn. That's the only way you can unlock it, so be sure to hit it. That should be it. No, we're missing 2 gems. This is one of the more annoying levels to miss a gem. This is one of the more annoying levels to miss a gen. Not gonna lie. Cause like, oh god, did I forget to flame a pot? Oh, no I didn't. I missed this chest. Cool. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. You also can reach these two by over here, but eh. Anyway, that is all of Clifftown, and that's two of the three main levels of Peacekeepers done. One more level, and we're done. Well, we can move on to the boss. This Peacekeepers is also another level that with a lot of with a good amount of ways to get pearls. But honestly, I still like artisans. Anyway, down this hill takes us to Ice Cavern. Oh, Jimmy. Whew. Anyway, yeah, ice level. We don't have ice physics here. We are not slipping, sliding away. We're walking normally. We have normal traction. We are good. Big guy automatically, who will just punch you. These guys will throw snowballs. All enemies here are honestly dealt with by flaming.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
We never will go big. Well, I mean, in stature. We will never go big in terms of stature. Also, yeah, if you really want a basically good look as to how far the draw distance for this game goes, this is a pretty long. This level is a pretty long bend. They did a really good job with the limitation. And Insomniac did a good job with the limitations. Probably why Sony trusts them to do a lot more stuff than just actual theatrical movies sometimes. Like, it's probably why Ratchet is still a thing instead of Jack and Daxter and Sly. Climb up here. And to encounter the lock chest. But the key, right over here. Drop down, because otherwise you will sail right past this. But we did skip a chunk of the level. We're going to save that dragon for later. So when we double back, because we are going to need to double back. You can't intercept you can't intercept the snowballs with the flame. It won't work. Dick. That is how you're supposed to kill those guys. Just knock them off the cliff. And I did, yeah, and I did say that that flame will kill off all the enemies except for those guys. Yes, I do know, but technically we're not the ones that kill them. We'll give the explanation when we that the dragon over here gives the explanation. We'll get that in a minute. Just need to collect this the box. Talk to the dragon because I desperately want this before I go get some other gems.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Technically, we're not killing them. We're not the ones killing them. We're just giving them a push. Anyway, this is the only time they put a gem on top of like a pole, and I hate this. It's really annoying. I don't like this. It's one. Now I do. It's one part that basically always makes me tense up. Like seriously, there's no gem up there. No gem up there. None of the other gem posts, light posts, have gems on them. It's really weird that they only do that mechanic once. Anyway, we'll also hit this dragon.
Thank you for releasing me.
But yeah, we're just giving the guy a little bit of a push. You know? So I mean, what else are we supposed to do? The armor makes him immune to our flame. So we're just taking out our anger bug. Dick. Punch. Technically, it is a punch. It is kind of a punch. Climb up here. Enter low alcove with more of these guys. I wish there was like a squelching noise that shows when they hit those. Yeah. I actually wanted to talk more about that guy, but he just was there when I read the thing. Those guys are on the back of the cover. Yeah, that guy requires 2, but still falls. Oh, right. There was also gems over here that had that. But no, my point is still, the point I made for that is yeah, there we go. Yeah, these purple snowball Norks. Why do we need it? Why do we have a second snowball Nork style? It's weird. They don't do anything different. You know? Oh, I forgot to do the gem thing. Yeah. Five dragons here. 400 gems. Way too late because we're almost done with the level. I know. I'm an idiot. Okay. But no, it's just weird. Like, the only difference between those ones and the green ones is the purple ones have snowshoes. Or, well, skis. Knock that guy off a cliff. Well, this is part of that guy. Fire these. You can free this dragon.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
That sets us off for a good 30. This sends us back to near the end of, to the return home portal. But yeah, there's a few more gems around here that we need to grab. I've never figured out how to get those lives. I've never figured out, because it's like there's nowhere high enough to get here. If someone knows, please tell me. I've never figured it out in all my years playing this game. I like, I'll admit, this is one of the games I basically go back to. This is what this all just the Spyro trilogy are my feel-good games. Like, if I'm basically down and I want to basically play a game, I go to Spyro. Anyway, that's 400 gems, 5 dragons. Let us return home. And we definitely do have more than enough to go to the next world, but we're not done with Peacekeepers. Deal with these guys to get another life. And let's go get the Shemp. The boss of this world. Which actually, I find kind of one of the more annoying bosses. Not gonna lie. Big Mamas are back and they now have witch doctors. They charge at you, but they fall off a cliff. I was trying to dodge. I like letting them just run off a cliff. It's just funny. I like doing that. We do need to kill the Big Mamas, though. And I do want to remind, there's no fodder in the thing. Also, you notice that the second guy grinded his face against the wall, which means these guys turn right into their deaths. That guy, oh, I missed that guy. Wow, okay. Like, these guys will just straight turn to their deaths. See? Like, they willingly walk off the cliff. They do have a little bit of a turning power, but ultimately, yeah. They will just turn and go right off the cliff. Flame this mama. Flame this mama right behind here. Collect these gems to find a hidden whirlwind. This is another bad jump because of just how the longer ones are kind of some of the worst though, especially if they're over a cliff. Speaking of over a cliff, we'll get that mama in a few minutes. She actually is after the boss. Speaking of the boss,
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
sorry if you guys didn't hear me turning off my thing. I actually should have done that beforehand. I also shouldn't be having my phone near me right now. Well, okay. I should, but I also should. Anyway, boss time. But first, we can glide across to here and get this Big Mama, who's just kind of standing there. I don't know why there's a Big Mama just standing there, but come and flame her. Anyway, Dr. Shemp. He has metal armor, but like what the dragon says, he should watch his back. Flame his butt, and he'll go down. His attacks will change. This one being the more annoying. I said he was hard. It's mostly his level. Shep himself is very fucking easy. But 3 flames to the backside, he goes down. Collect these. Gem for one last 25. And to finish off our gem counter for the level. For 301 300 gems, 1 dragon. But that is the end of this level. Really short boss, you know. Nothing super hard though. But we are not done with Peacekeepers. We still have that weird portal called Night Flight to check out. Sometimes enemies will drop butterflies. I don't like it when the game does that. Like I don't mind it, but it's like I'd rather go after fodder for. Anyway. Flame this guy, and let's enter this mysterious portal. Well, I shouldn't say mysterious. This remaining portal. This takes us to a flight level where we have a limited amount of time to go through many things. In the case for here, going through 8 rings. 8 rings. Flame 8 chests. Also, notice that Spyro has a little bit of bigger wing spread in these. Guess these stages magically enhance his flying powers. Anyway, fly through 8 arches. And flame 8 lighthouses. All in the amount of time you have. You do get more time when you get a thing. Flame all these things. You get for flaming 8 thing for flaming each thing you get like I believe 5 gems. Because 5 times no. 12 gems. Wait. No. Basically get gems. In order to get all 300 gems for one of these, you need to get all in one. So you can't just go, oh, one run I got all the rings and all the chests, but another run I did all the arches and the lighthouses. I'm done, right? No, you need to do all in one. Odd that Artisan never did. Odd that Artisan's home never did that. But I mean, it also locked off the world, locked off the boss. So maybe it's just first world weirdness. You know? Anyway, that actually is it for Spyro. We're gonna go to the earlier dragon and save here. Oh, leaving him with 19 lives. Nice. We'll save here.